Coming up on Torrance Today, a somber moment outside the Torrance Police Department reminds us of the ultimate sacrifice made by some of our local heroes. Rocket Ship Park is inspiring the latest adult craft kit from the Torrance Library that residents can pick up starting tomorrow. And there are so many things going on this Saturday, from a patriotic concert to college and job fairs to just events focused on having fun. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Thursday, May 19th. We're reaching the weekend again. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. It's National Blue Ribbon Week, a time to honor all of the brave men and women in law enforcement, fire protection, and armed forces who risk their lives to protect ours.
In 1962, then President John F. Kennedy declared this week National Police Memorial Week. And it was a designated time where as a nation, and as a country, and as a community, we can focus on those men and women who gave their lives in the line of duty, serving their local communities. And ever since that day in the city of Torrance, department heads, city employees, and the community have come together to recognize those officers that paid the ultimate sacrifice and gave their lives in the line of duty. So it's a time for us to remember them, the sacrifices they've made, and also to honor the men and women that go out every day and put themselves in harm's way.
The Torrance Police Honor Guard presented the wreaths at each of the 4 trees at the station for our 4 fallen officers. Police Chief Jeremiah Hart says the city has gathered together for more than 6 decades to honor officers who were killed in the line of duty. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, 73 officers were intentionally killed while on the job in 2021, a nearly 59% increase over 2020 and the highest total recorded by the agency since 1995. And here are some pictures that Torrance students have shared in the past showing their gratitude for our local heroes. We are so grateful for everything they do to keep our community safe. The City of Torrance is looking for ambulance operators. They operate city-owned ambulances and transport patients to and from emergency situations. Responsibilities include performing field procedures with EMT skills such as attaining and documenting vital signs, bandaging, splinting, lifting patients in the ambulance, and assisting firefighters and paramedics. It's a full-time, at-will role with the Torrance Fire Department. The application filing period just opened for this position. For more information and to apply, visit torranceca.gov/jobs. The city's annual salute to the Armed Forces celebration takes place starting tomorrow. The Torrance Civic Chorale will hold a free concert at the Ken Miller Recreation Center on Friday, featuring music that reflects on the challenges of the past 2 years and acknowledges the steadfast dedication of our armed forces. It begins at 7:30 p.m. Then on Saturday, the Patriotic concert in the park featuring the Palos Verdes Symphonic Band will take place at Wilson Park starting at 2 p.m. To learn more about this year's celebrations, visit torranceca.gov/salute. Torrance librarians have been busy creating craft kits for adults. Here are a few examples of what they made so far. A Hello Spring erasable sign that you can customize with your own messages, 10 grams, which are a set of shapes used to create patterns that can look like people, places, animals, and trees. They even made a kit called Sensational Sunglasses, where each kit comes with a pair of sunglasses, washi tape, and tips on how to create a stylish and one-of-a-kind pair of shades. Now, starting tomorrow, library patrons can pick up a new kit and make 2 types of paper rocket ships inspired by the Los Arboles Rocket Ship Park. The librarians say you can launch each rocket with a puff of breath. Rocket Ship Park in Torrance is one of my favorite parks in the city, and it was such a peaceful place for me during the peak of the pandemic. If you haven't visited there yet, the 6.3-acre facility has a picnic area, playground, the best views of the city, and of course, the rocket ship in the playground. You can pick up your rocket ship craft kit at any Torrance Public Library location during open hours. Just a reminder, the Katie Geisert Civic Center Library will be closed on Saturday for Armed Forces Day. The other branches will be open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and you can return your borrowed materials outside the 5 branches 24/7. The Torrance Unified School District and the Torrance Council of PTAs are hosting an in-person college and career fair for the first time in more than 2 years. It takes place at Torrance High on Saturday, May 21st from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., offering students and parents the opportunity to learn about various colleges and programs of study. Representatives from community colleges, military branches, vocational schools, art and fashion institutes, and four-year universities will be there. TUSD counselors will also be available to answer any questions, and workshops will help 8th, 9th, and 10th graders to plan ahead, go over admission essays, talk about career technical education, review CSU and UC systems, and much more. Admission is free and masks are respectfully requested when in close proximity to others. If you're looking for a job in the arts, El Camino has a job fair on the same day. This Saturday, the Center for the Arts will look to expand its pool of part-time designers, technicians, and other performing arts industry professionals. Participants can learn about the many jobs that are available right now and even take part in same-day interviews. Job seekers should bring at least 2 copies of their resumes as well as their portfolio examples if applicable. More examples of the types of positions available include carpenters, makeup artists, scenic designers, and stage managers. Hourly rates start at $19 an hour for most positions, and scheduling is flexible based on individual project needs, employee skills, and availability. The job fair begins at noon in the Marseille Auditorium. To register, go to elcamino.edu/CFA Job Fair. If you're looking for a more relaxing day of eating, drinking, and supporting small businesses, here's another option for Saturday. The Strand Brewing Company will host its monthly artisan market with native harvest events. There will be lots of local foods such as handmade sushi, smash burgers, and tacos with craft beer, of course. Small business owners will have pop-up shops for visitors to browse. The market and food portion of the event takes place from 3 to 8 p.m., and the brewery is open from noon to 10 p.m. This is a dog-friendly spot, so feel free to bring your fur babies and real babies if you have them. Strand Brewing is located at 2201 Dominguez Street. The Torrance Home Depot has its Summer Kids Extravaganza on Saturday. From 9 a.m. to noon, the largest home improvement retailer in the U.S. is throwing a giant party for more than 500 kids and their families. The Torrance branch will offer kids workshops, games, and food. Everything is free, and they hope for a great turnout again this year. The Torrance Home Depot is located at the Torrance Crossroads Shopping Center at 24451 Crenshaw Boulevard. As we head into the weekend, be sure to catch the latest episodes of Weekends in Torrance. On Friday, elementary-age children learn about staying safe with a special interactive learning experience with Torrance Police. Then meet Stacy Toji, who sponsored the Hometown Heroes military recognition banners for 3 generations of her family. And on Sunday, learn about how a unique group of gifted students are learning at the Torrance Unified School District's GATE Conference. All this and more beginning at 4 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday right here on Torrance City Cable. Public health officials are worried about another possible surge of COVID-19 infections. According to data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, both case numbers and hospitalizations are rising across the country. The 7-day average for cases is 94,199, up more than 9,000 from a week ago. The 7-day average for hospitalizations is 3,136. However, COVID-19 deaths have continued to drop throughout the U.S. A recent study shows 30% of Americans believe the country should open up completely and life should return to normal, but officials urge Americans to continue prioritizing their health and take the necessary precautions. The federal government is offering its third round of free at-home COVID tests that it will include 2 packs of 4 rapid antigen tests. To order, visit covidtests.gov. A domestic shortage of baby formula and frustrated families prompted President Joe Biden to take action. He invoked the Defense Production Act in an effort to speed up production of baby formula. The act would require suppliers for formula manufacturers to prioritize their orders. The act would also authorize shipments of products from abroad. Dubbed Operation Fly Formula by the White House, President Biden is allowing the Defense Department to use commercial aircrafts to bring in formula supplies from overseas that meet U.S. standards. The shortage came after the company Abbott Nutrition had a recall in February that stopped production and left fewer formula options on grocery store shelves. Regulators reached a deal with Abbott Nutrition to resume production at the nation's largest formula plant in Michigan, but production may not begin for another month due to safety protocols. The FDA recently announced they are streamlining the review process in an effort to make it easier for foreign manufacturers to bring baby formula to the U.S. Well, still ahead on this Thoughtful Thursday, we share a couple of ways you can learn more about our city and help preserve its rich history. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American.
You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that it's its own unique space too.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to leave you with a positive story from our community that fits the theme for the day. It's Thoughtful Thursday, and the Torrance Historical Society has a couple of events coming up that allow us to take some time to appreciate our city's history. First, take a walking tour through historic Old Torrance in celebration of Preservation Month. It's back after a 2-year hiatus, and this month's theme is People Saving Places, where we give a national high five to everyone doing the great work of saving places in ways big and small and inspiring others to do the same. The free docent-led tour begins at the Torrance Historical Museum at 1:30 p.m. The address is 1345 Post Avenue. Participants can learn about the explosion that helped put Torrance on the map, where the original fire and police stations were located, and why Torrance does not have a cemetery. Make sure to wear your walking shoes because you'll be strolling through the streets for about an hour and a half. Also on Sunday, from 1 to 4 p.m., the Torrance Historical Society will celebrate Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month by giving community members a taste of history. Museum visitors can view one of the top 5 requested photos from the Historical Society's archive collection. It features the Omatsu Strawberry Farm, which was located where the Doubletree Hotel now stands. Guests will also be greeted with the smell of farm-picked strawberries from a Torrance certified farmers market vendor called Harry's Berries. It was founded in Oxnard during the 1960s by Harry Iwamoto and is now operated by his daughter and son-in-law. What a unique way to do something special and educational for AAPI month. For questions about either of these events, call the museum at 310-328-5392 or visit torrancehistoricalsociety.org. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here on Monday with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great weekend.